So happy Thursday, everyone. Greg Dixon here, your Chief Enabler for Shared Visions, Unlimited Publishing and Marketing. And today I'm going to continue the discussion I started the other day about the seven essential elements of sales, of successful sales. And I'm going to put it in terms of networking. So I have a question for you. How successful is your networking? And what I mean by networking is going to online network meetings, going to events and that kind of thing. Um, uh, how is your return on investment? So are you making money doing it? Are you making enough money doing it? You know, for example, here's one way of calculating your return on investment. Let's say you're spending 20 hours a week going to online meetings and making appointments and talking to people, and you can make the math. Let's say your time's worth $20 an hour, so that's that's $800 worth of your time. And are you making sales? And then if you're paying for those, uh, you're paying for those to be in those groups, you have to factor that in. So I come up with this quick calculation that if you're paying, you might be doing $1,600 worth of your time and $400 for memberships in a month. And are you making any sales? And I bring this up because I've led a number of networking groups, and I've had the same people show up every week, and they do their elevator pitch, and really they're not, and I've met with them separately, and they're not making any sales. Like some people said, I haven't made a sale doing this for a year, maybe 2 years. And on the other hand, there are people who go to these groups and it works really well for them. They connect with people, they have all their infrastructure in place, and they make sales. And often, some of them just on the power of being able to talk to people, but more often than not, they have a bunch of other pieces of their marketing puzzle in place that the ones that are flailing don't have. And I'm going to run. Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario. This is my collaborators, Betty Withrow and Roy DeCan, and I all do exactly the same thing. Let's say we're in a network meeting and we meet somebody, and they say they do X and they seem really intriguing. They're maybe personable and sound kind of convincing. I go out and try to discover what I can find about them. Like sometimes in the meeting, like while we're in the meeting, I'll go to LinkedIn and I'll track them down and see if I can find their LinkedIn profile. And what I'm looking for is, does their LinkedIn profile indicate what they're talking about in that meeting? And is there any information in there? And the other thing I look for is, do they have a website? So I found people have a LinkedIn profile and they have a website, but they haven't thought to even link the website into their LinkedIn profile and your contacts. So really, and that's assuming that their LinkedIn profile reflects what they're doing. More often than not, well, not more often than not, but a lot of times, the LinkedIn profiles may be 2 years out of date. What they're talking about in the network meeting is not reflected in the LinkedIn profile. And it just, so my first thing is, I'm not even going to reach out and make an appointment with them, other than I say they need my help. But it's just, they need, but sometimes if it's really sad, you can't they won't hear the message. So anyway, so that's my message here is, if you are one of those people who you're going to network meetings and you're not really having much success, or if you're having some success but really think you should be having more success, I'm going to go over part of the 7 elements here to what may be missing in your campaign. So let's take a look here. The first thing here is, let's see if I can find the page. So the first thing is, do you offer something people need or want? So that's the basic thing. Are you offering a service that people actually will pay for. And maybe you do. The other thing within in a networking group is the people who would pay for that or would refer you to somebody, are they in that room? And often people are just in the wrong place. They're fishing in the wrong pond. They're doing their presentations to the wrong group of people. So there are two things. Either you need to make an offer that's going to appeal to those people, or you have to go somewhere else and reach people in a different way. And here, this next one here is compelling offer presentation. Part of it is that, the little presentation you do, but many of the networking groups, and some of the better ones, don't actually have you make your pitch. You get to know people, introduce what you do, and then they decide if they're going to follow up. And again, they follow up by checking out your LinkedIn profile or your website. And that's where it goes. And here, some people who have a lot of success have a landing page where it's easy to make an appointment with them. Also, maybe some video about them, and maybe if they have a special offer like a workshop or some kind of training, lead magnet or something like that, that's on the landing page, and you go there. And so I think that's one key to success that many people don't have. If you're involved, if you're in a network marketing company, you may not have the access, other than you usually have your own company landing page. But for various reasons, many people are reluctant to send people there. But so that's not going to help. But let's assuming that what you're marketing is your own service. You're a coach, you're a consultant, you sell stuff, and then so that needs to be reflected in your online profile. The other things here is, I said in the title here, to make you discoverable. So this comes from, I'm going to probably go back here. So what I mean by discoverable is the same as Dan Kennedy would talk about as magnetic marketing. And that is, if people are looking for something, they're looking for a service, looking for something that you offer, when they search online, do they find it? So if something's effective, if they're looking for something, it may show up as a video that you've created on the topic, a blog post, a social media post, and maybe pages or your website. And so all those things fall under the term search engine optimization, or SEO. And the best way to do that is to deliberately create an online presence outside of your networking meeting, and just makes it easier to find. Like people like me who meet you in a meeting and they want to go see what you've got out there. And it needs to be effective. One of the things in the 7 elements is there's always going to be an offer, and you're always going to have a link to the offer. So even if that thing is to make an appointment with you to learn more, everything you put online needs to point to the place where they can make an appointment or sign up for your service. So that's the main thing. And I'm saying this in a networking point of view, is if you're putting all your money and all your time into going into networking groups and it's not quite working for you, I'm just going to suggest that you diversify, pay more attention to your online profiles, put more content out, more content marketing, and more magnetic marketing. And even the people, so what will happen is the people you meet casually in a networking group will discover you, and make an appointment, or maybe pay for one of your services. They might not even contact you, but if you sell something, they might just sign up for it and consume it. So anyway, that's my consideration for today. And you can maybe take a look, look at yourself, take a close look at how much time you're spending and how much success you're having, and take the time to go take a look. Put your visitor hat on, pretend you're seeing your own stuff from the first time. Go to your LinkedIn profile. Is it putting across the message that you want? If not, you can make changes to it. And if you don't have a website with a landing page with your offer, consider creating one. And my offer is I can help you with all of that stuff. I can help you with a review of what you offer and take a look at how you look online and make suggestions about what you need. My wife Bonnie McDonald Dixon is super good at improving people's profiles. So one of the first things to do is I'll send a client over, and she will take a look and get on a couple of calls and make changes. And they're not necessarily difficult changes. Maybe change the banner a bit, change the description a bit, add some features, add some other things. LinkedIn has about 20 different things that you can do to improve your profile, improve your presence online. You don't have to do them all, but you can start with the main ones and do things over time. And I can help you with websites, landing pages, email campaigns, all that kind of thing. One of the strategies is to get people on your mailing list and connect with them that way, so you can keep in contact. So you might meet them once, but somehow create a way to keep in contact with them, and eventually you'll find a time to either collaborate or exchange services, buy services, make more sales. So if you need help, want to review, want to discuss that, make an appointment with me. There's an article at sharedvisions.com/ improve sales or something like that. Anyway, it's in the show notes, and I'll put it in the comments, and make an appointment, and we'll discuss that. So that's all I have to say for now, and thank you very much. Happy networking.